Today I am going to begin with by solving the class 9 chapter 2 exercise 2.1. So why I am solving this is that it is very important to clear the basics with respect to polynomials and also some basics with respect to variables or coefficients, and how we will differentiate what is a binomial, what is a trinomial or monomial. These simple things will be clarified here. So let us begin with the first question, that it is asking that which of the polynomial is a single variable one. So we have to find out. The first question is 4x square minus 3x plus 7. As you can see that there are three terms in this polynomial. This is a quadratic polynomial, as it is highest degree is 2, then there is only one variable x. So this is clearly a polynomial in one variable. So this is yes. So if you see, this is y square plus root 2. This is also a polynomial in single variable, because only one variable y is present here, and this root 2 is a constant. Similarly, this is also a polynomial. Don't get confused, because the constant can be any real number in a polynomial. So here 3 into root t plus t into root 2. Here you can observe that this is not a polynomial at all. This expression is not polynomial because the power of t is only half. So as you can see that I can write this expression as 3 into t power half plus root 2 into t. So this is not an integer, as you can very clearly observe that this is not an integer, but it is a rational number. So this is not a polynomial. So this is not a polynomial at all. So similarly again, if the fourth expression is very clearly, this is also not a polynomial, because it is y is in the denominator. It is, even though it is a single variable, but this is not a polynomial, because that power of y, when you take up, it will become y power minus 1. So this is minus 1 is again, you should have a positive integer as a power or 0. So this minus 1 makes the expression, it is not a polynomial. So similarly, if we see the fifth question, there are three variables x, y and t. Even though it is a polynomial, it is not a polynomial in single variable. So this is not. So this is an interesting question with a few good examples here. So again, if I move to second question, we have to find the coefficients of x square. So as you know, the coefficient is nothing but the terms which are attached to the x square. That is, if I take this expression 2 plus x square plus x, this is a quadratic expression, but if you see the term associated with x is constant, is 1. So I can write x square as 1 into x square. So this is a coefficient of x square. So this answer is 1 for a first question. Similarly, if I take the second question, the coefficient of x square is minus 1. And here the coefficient of x square is pi by 2. And here the coefficient of x square is 0. Because there is no x square term present, I can write it as 0 into x square. So this here 0. So this is 0. Similarly, if I go on, as you can understand that some few important concepts have been cleared here, that these are not polynomials. This third and fourth case are not polynomial, because there is a negative power and also there is a non-integral power. So here the coefficient of x square is 0, because in this question because there is no x square term. So these are simple things which you have to keep in mind while solving the question. And let's go to the third question. Give an example for binomial of degree 35 and a monomial of degree 100. So binomial means a polynomial with only two terms. For example, consider x square plus 1. This is a binomial because there are two terms in this polynomial, x square and 1. So but they are asking with a degree 35. In this expression the degree of this binomial is 2. So I want to make it 35, so I can very clearly write it as x power 35 plus 1. X power 35 plus 1. So what is important is this x power 35 should be present, and also this term can be anything but not x power 35, because I will show the following. If instead of 1, if I keep x power 35 here, the second term, then you know from the algebraic expressions that if the two similar expressions, two like expressions are present, then you can add them, and this will become eventually only single term expression. So this is not the solution. So you should not take both the terms like terms. So two unlike terms should be added. So if I take x power 35 one term, then you can take any term except with x power 35 term. So I can take here any number or any variable, not any variable, since we are only concerned with only polynomials with single variables in this whole chapter or class 9 and 10 board. So if I can take x power 35 plus 1 or x power 35 plus x power 34 is also a degree 35 binomial. So as you very clearly saw that x power 35 plus 1 or 2 or x, any you can form any binomial of degree 35. Similarly, you can also have the coefficient also can be more than 1. It can be minus x power 35 or plus 3 into x power 35 or any coefficient here, constant variable, doesn't matter. So similarly, if I take what is a monomial? Monomial means a polynomial with only single term. So single term implies that we can very clearly write it as follows: a degree of 100. So degree of 100, you need, suppose I consider the variable as x, then x power 100 term. So any constant a into, so I will take it as any constant, any real number a here, a into x power 100. Any polynomial of this form is monomial of degree 100. Similarly, I can take, since there is only one term here, remember that this is only a single term. So this is an example. I can write an simple example is x power 100. So then if I write now the next question is, I hope the definition for monomial, binomial and one more term called as trinomial is also there. So trinomial as a name, tri means it is 3. So polynomial with 3 expressions. So these are important. Mostly we are concerned with binomials, monomials only. So similarly, let us move on to the fourth question. We have to write the degree of each polynomial in each case. So if I take this polynomial, this is clearly a cubic polynomial because the degree is 3, the highest power of the variable. If in case of a single variable polynomial, the highest power of the variable is a degree of polynomial. So this answer is 3. Here degree is 3. It is also called as cubic polynomial. And here the variable is y, the maximum power of the variable is 2. So degree of the polynomial is 2. And here the power of t is 1. So the degree of the polynomial is 1. Root 7 is a constant, remember. So similarly, if I take 3, then the degree is 0. Degree is 0. There is no variable here, so degree is 0. The degree of a constant variable is always 0. Remember that. We have already discussed about the degree of polynomial before, so I am not going into details. So again here, classify the following as linear, quadratic and cubic polynomials. So this is also again very simple exercise. So x square plus x, as you can see the degree is 2 here. This is a quadratic polynomial. I will write q for quadratic, and here the maximum power of x is 3, so I can write it as this is a cubic polynomial. And again this is a quadratic polynomial since y square term is present. This is a linear polynomial because x power is only 1. So this is only highest power is 1. So 3t. This is also a linear polynomial. R square. R square means the variable can be any variable. Like not only x, y or z or some variables. Any terms can be used like t, s, r also can be used as variables. So always remember in a question there will be defined that how you will differentiate between a variable and constant. Generally we have discussed that a, b, c are treated as constants, and x, y, z are variables, but even p, q, r, s, t may also be treated as variables in many cases. In some questions there will be clearly defined, or we can find out that which one is a variable and which one is a constant. So here r is a variable, so r square implies that this is a quadratic, degree 2 polynomial, quadratic. 7x cube, even though this is a single term, that is this is a monomial, but this is a cubic polynomial since it's x power 3, the degree is 3. So as we seen that this exercise, hopefully it would have been a lot of fun to solve this rather than a burden or trying to memorize the things. Try to enjoy while solving the questions and try to understand and solve, and it will be very simple. Thank you.